Welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom. Hello people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless every one of you in the name of Jesus Christ. I bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, this video, I never intended to do it. I saw this video yesterday and, because everybody is being branded damage control propagandist for Jeremiah when it has to do with this case. But at least I am sure that majority of you also would not say that Ijele Speaks is also doing damage control for Jeremiah. For the umpteenth time, I say it publicly, not minding what risk I am taking, that I am not a fan of Jeremiah Omoto Fufenyi. Just the same way I said I don't believe in TB Joshua and several others that I have spoken about and I may not have spoken about, because I don't think I've spoken about every other persons I don't agree with what they do. Now, but I don't have personal hatred for any of these people. I don't hate them. I don't have the capacity to hate. Now, but I am trying to make this case clear. And I had said in the past, and I'm still saying it, that if anybody has ever called me and given me money for me to change my story, let that person stand out and clear it and say it and prove it. I don't have a price. By the grace of God, I don't have a price. The gospel doesn't have a physical price. The price of the gospel was the blood of Jesus. And I see myself not as a vlogger or a blogger. I see myself as a preacher. Though I use the things that I do to preach, and I use it to expand and explain to people, expand things that are hidden. Prophetess Rose Kelvin said the acronym for her ministry is Unveiling the Veiled, and actually I did unveil the veiled aspect of that ministry, and a lot of people went berserk. They don't like it. It is a risk that we are taking, and I believe that the God of heaven, who has given me life and saved my soul, is capable of defending me and saving me, because I am not here to propagate myself, but to say the truth as it is. So Ijele Speaks. If you don't believe in me, at least you should believe in Ijele Speaks, who is, on ground and has taken more physical and more useful physical steps to unraveling, or at least leading us to the point where actions can be taken. If I do not know, at least last week, he organized a protest against Jeremiah. And so in this video, before I came on to do this video, I carefully searched to see if Prof X has responded to this video of Ijele Speak. And mind you that Ijele is not indicting anybody, but Ijele is asking a question. Somebody sent me a message that there is a House of Representative member from the same constituency with Ruth, that he would want me to contact the person. He actually sent the number, but I needed the name and he didn't get the name. So we have been asking questions and be asking, how is it that the authorities have not waded into this matter? And Ijele, to his credit, like me, normally I would tell you, I don't have personal relationship with so many of them, but I appreciate the person that has done good. My involvement in this case, I declared how I wanted to get involved, and some person said I should not bother, and there was a monopoly, and I shouldn't be going about, poking my nose where I was not welcomed. And Maureen came in, and Maureen began to dig deep and would unravel so many things, and she was pushed out of the side. Now, these narratives that people are trying to change, I really do not understand why we are not trying to reason. You see, Maureen came in within few days. She has her people and she has her system established, and within few days, Maureen was unraveling things. And Shoma Ifemeludike said it in the open that the reason why they manipulated her out of the case was because she wore it as a neck a necklace. She took it so seriously, and that was not the angle they were taking it to. They didn't want anybody that would spoil it. Whether you believe Chioma or not, ask yourself, why did they remove Maureen from the case? Why was Maureen, immediately shoved off the case? I have a voice note that I'm not going to play, but I will play Ijele's voice for you. In fact, it's a video. Ijele contacted a person in government, and this person said, okay, now we want to come into the matter, but we want to hear from the victim, the victim herself. Let her come and tell the story herself. I would want you to hear what happened. I searched to see, because Prophet will always rush to do videos on things like this, but I am waiting to hear his response on this. This is not a personal beef about Prophet. The video I uploaded earlier that one of my beloved sisters was asking for my analysis, I actually said to myself, I'm not going to analyze anything again about this, because whatever I said, people who are not reasonable, people who are I do not understand, who don't think well, who needs other person to use their brains to think for them, will think that I'm doing damage control for Jeremiah. And no matter how glaring the truth appears, yet they will say we are doing damage control for Jeremiah. Now, I will play this video. It's about 29 minutes. Let it be that you, on your own, now allow you to think. And then ask yourself, why will a lawyer say that Ruth is vulnerable, that she wouldn't want her to be questioned by an officer that would want to help, and in the presence of the lawyer? Now, Ruth that is said to be vulnerable, did you hear the video that she did last time against Doris Ogala? Does that woman look like somebody that has been traumatized? The woman that will not fear Jeremiah, she said, I know fear Jeremiah, it can't be you. Meaning, I'm not afraid of Jeremiah, not to talk of you. Doris to Ruth was not up to the level of the persons that she would be afraid of. And she did that with a lot of boldness and comfort. So, now, Ijele said, sit down and digest it. And I am asking you to watch this video, relax, and digest it.
Please, what's the essence of creating a media rave over an issue? Is it not to get the attention of the authorities, and broadcast it to people who don't know about it, for them to know it? Now, we have a situation whereby since Friday, an agency, a government agency that wants to take up the Ruth Matthews case contacted me, because when I wrote my petition, there are petitions I'm writing that I don't broadcast. So I petitioned them over this Ruth Matthews issue. And I got a response. I was called in. I went there. They asked me some questions, which to the best of my ability, I answered perfectly. Guys on YouTube, thank you. 30 people and only 10 likes. Please help thumb it up. We need those thumbs up on YouTube. Now, they demanded that I bring Ruth Matthews for her to give her official statement. The government cannot act on anything, not the courts, not any law enforcement, until there is an official petition against the person. So a couple of people behind the curtain, Prof X is one of them. We've been talking behind the scene, and I told them, hey, this is what's going on. They need Ruth to come and tell her story. While coming, I told them, come with her lawyer or lawyers. Ruth and I myself will join you people. No matter how busy my schedule may be, I must make sure I make myself available to be there with you people. Tell me where to meet you. I will meet up with you, and all of us will go there. So one of our sisters, I don't know if she would want her name mentioned here, and I'm not going to mention it until I get an express authorization from her to do so. She said that Ruth is so traumatized to give a statement, that she doesn't want her to be questioned, all this, that, And I told them we need to do this as quickly as possible. Probably Monday or Tuesday, Ruth needs to be here, so all of us will go there and give the statement. My people, hey, never be in court, but he's a suspect. My dear, no, this is where Jeremiah is supposed to be in court, and somebody is trying to stop it. But long story short, yesterday, I was in a group call with the woman and one lawyer named Amos. Now, the lawyer said that the case is already with the police. No, I'm trying to line up everything the lawyer said. Now, I will leave it to you guys to decide whether this is a lawyer that is actually fighting for Ruth or killing Ruth's opportunity to get justice. Now, listen to his first excuse, that the case is already in Delta State, it's already in the police, that they will be handling it, there is no need to come to Abuja. That is one. No. Secondly, that the police already are pursuing the case, so the DSS will be unnecessary. That the DSS only listen expressly what he said. If he lies, I'm going to play his record for him. He said DSS is concerned only with issues that affect state security. Remember, a lawyer is saying this. A lawyer, someone's lawyer is saying this. Anyone who is doubting me can ask the other woman on the phone. A lawyer said that the DSS does not handle any case like this, and he said the DSS does not bring any case to court, except it is issues that borders on state security. Wow. I know many kidnapping cases that the DSS is prosecuting. I know many child trafficking cases the DSS is prosecuting, of which this case is a child trafficking, a human trafficking case. There are 1,001 cases apart from cases that borders on national security that the DSS did. Now, a lawyer, someone's lawyer, said this. You people can go and ask the woman that was on the call. Ask Prof X, he knows who I'm talking about. Let Prof X go and ask. A lawyer, someone's lawyer, that is supposedly defending him. A lawyer that is supposedly defending Ruth said this thing, that no need. Ruth will go. And once they started with the excuse of she's traumatized, I said, no be this to do video against Doris Ogala the other day. Somehow the same Ruth is traumatized to go and tell her story. If you are telling the truth, if they like, let them bring you 1,000 times to tell that story, you will maintain your story. You will maintain your story. Are you understanding where I'm going now? Now, a lawyer who is defending Ruth, okay, they are giving excuses that the police are doing this. The court in Warri did this. The court in, Warri did this. This ones in Edo State did this. Now you are presented with an opportunity to trigger even a second, not just to bring Jeremiah to Abuja. He must come and answer. Must. He must. That one, he must appear. The greatest opportunity there is for Jeremiah to appear, to be questioned. He will be cross-examined first with his lawyer. Then the case will move to court. Now, the same case will trigger let me block one idiot. The same case will not trigger a secondary investigation who God's love is. How How come did you people say you arrested a Cameroonian? Who arrested him? Who issued the international arrest warrant? Is he really from Cameroon? What exactly is going on here? Just the best opportunity that has been given to you on a platter for all the lies, all the prior investigations, all the prior gimmicks, all the prior shenanigans they've been playing. The greatest opportunity for all of those things to be investigated. The only opportunity, the golden opportunity you have to bring everybody involved to account, to hold everybody responsible. The best opportunity you have, and your lawyer is lying that the DSS does not handle a case like this. They cannot even bring it to court. Prof X, go and ask that woman if that lawyer said this or not. Immediately, I told the woman, hello, my sister, I don't trust this lawyer. I'm not sure this lawyer is on your side on this case. I said it to their hearing. I said it in the middle of that conference call. I told her, this lawyer is not with you, if this is what he's saying. So now, why would a lawyer be sorry, why would a lawyer be capping the opportunity of his client? In fact, if anything, it will take the burden off of you. It will take the burden off of you, and you have a superior case. That case is, see, there is a counter lawsuit. I'm not a law professor, but I know what a counter lawsuit is. You can open 5 different cases on one issue. You go there, you get this one, and an injunction from this one can stop an arrest on the other one. An injunction from this one can trigger an arrest on the other one too. So now the question is, who is this lawyer working for, and why would he make such a statement? Are you understanding me now? It's a simple question. It's a simple question. Okay? It's a simple question. Who is he working with? One more thing. A TV house has taken up this case, and they've been trying to reach out to Ruth, and they couldn't. Now, Jeremiah's people are already speaking to them. How exactly do you expect people, the public, to believe that Ruth is innocent when she is shying away from media attention while making a video threatening what she will do to Doris on her own, but somehow she can't answer a media question? 2. Okay? 2. How come? Sorry, let me read this comment. Somebody said, Friday, Philip. The number for what do you want to do with the number? Now, why is a lawyer not allowing the client to go give a statement, an official statement? And please, I want to tell anyone related to Ruth to cross-examine every statement that lawyer has written before. Check every job you've given him. Go back and reread every damn thing he wrote to make sure that Ruth's statement is exactly what he could get, because I don't trust that lawyer. All right? I don't trust that lawyer. For him to even say that the DSS cannot bring this case to court, who says that? Who says that? No, what type of a lawyer does that? And the lawyer probably is living in the south, so the possibility of him to be compromised is there. Mind you, all these lawyers, they are friends, they are colleagues. Probably, Jeremiah's lawyers have gotten to him, or even Jeremiah's people. There is nothing money cannot do. I didn't say they've paid him, but they may have paid him. They've likely paid him, because you cannot tell me that you are jaundicing your client's case. A case that will put her on the front foot, you are now putting her in the reverse gear. You are now putting her in the reverse gear at the best opportunity to strike. Someone said, if Ruth refuses to go, let's forget this case. I don't trust that lawyer. Maybe the lawyer don't want justice. Probably. He probably doesn't want this to go further. I don't trust these people. Sorry to say this. Most Southerners are the least trustworthy people in Nigeria. I swear. I had, you see, someone like Barrister Effiong. People like that are very rare in the South. Southeast, South, Southwest. People like him are freaking rare. You need a radical, or not someone that would try to bullshit me. Are you serious? Telling me that the DSS can only focus on issues that borders on state security. Really? No human trafficking? Really? No. Start from there. That a lawyer told you that DSS is focused only on issues that borders on state security. Please, Prof X, ask that woman whether he said this or not. And that was when I flared up. I'm like, are you, what? And Jeremiah wouldn't have known where what hit him come from had they done this. Ruth, I'm speaking to Ruth's family right now. Let your sister speak to that TV station. All right? If they ask her a question she doesn't know, let her say she doesn't know. If they ask her a question she doesn't remember, say I don't remember. Then if they told you that you contradicted yourself, you tell them, so person told me to say it like this, but this is how it happened. So person told me to say it like this, but that is the only way you will know who told her what. Not telling me that she's traumatized. No, not telling me she's traumatized. She's not traumatized enough to make videos against Doris Ogala, but somehow she's traumatized. To do what? To just answer questions on what happened that day. There are things you will never forget. Barrister Wellington Chikezedane said kidnapping case is embodied under state security. Now, my brother, another barrister here. Another barrister. That guy is not the only lawyer. Barrister Wellington, please inbox me. Write me a message on inbox. Just ordinary hello. I don't know if you are watching on Undiluted Truth or Ijele Speaks. Just write me hello. I want to get some things from you, and there are other cases you may handle. Please inbox me. Inbox me, and we will see the end of this story. And other ones, so many of them. Imagine a lawyer. Why would a lawyer lie that the DSS cannot handle such a case? That is where the question should be. That question, let him answer it. Let them, if he bought his law certificate with money, let him tell us. So these people will go and get someone else, because whether he's paid or not, he's with Jeremiah or Ruth, he is grossly incompetent. He is incompetent. When a non-lawyer like me knows this, when a non-lawyer like me knows this, how much more you that went to law school for 2 good years? Okay, is it 1 year? Then housemanship will be 2 years. 7 years in total. 5 years in the university. 2 years in law school, 7 good years. 7 good years. And you don't know this. While I myself sitting in my dining section knows this. Okay, you are in Germany. Okay, my brother, thanks. I know this, but a lawyer doesn't. A lawyer doesn't. Really? Please, the question should be Barrister Amos. Even the name is sounding suspicious. Amos. And now he's aiming his gun at us. They named him Amos. He is aiming his gun at us. Please, we need Barrister aim them, that will aim his gun at them. This Amos is aiming it at us. All right? Let us get another person to handle this. That one will not fly. Someone says here, something is fishy. Of course it's fishy now. It's fishy. It doesn't add up. And they would have just got that case stuck in Delta State. So, Nigeria brother, so testimony is Jeremiah's son with my brother. You see? Are you understanding what's going on now? Please, it's like I missed one bingo. Let me block him. Let me block the Alpha. All right? Why wouldn't Ruth show up? Why wouldn't they allow Ruth to come and give her statement? Is it not to come to Abuja here? Give your statement, then go back to where you're going. Somebody said you kept calling on Prof. X, but it's true, he collected money. Who is that person? Who is talking about money here? Collected money from who? Collected money from who? My people, Ruth's family, your sister is walking into a trap from the way, or she is already in a trap. From the way I'm seeing this, get a fresh lawyer. Forget what is happening in Delta State. Forget it. Forget what is happening in Delta State. Go there, speak to the DSS, let them handle this case. Remember, when I met with Cassie in the court that day, please, you people should ask Bishop this, whether it's true or not. That guy I took a selfie with, he was in the selfie I took with Cassie. 3 of us took a selfie in the court. The other guy, you ask him. Immediately I told Cassie to not relent, not back down, not bow for anyone. So when he comes out, he will write a fresh petition against Jeremiah. He will go and submit it with the DSS that you can hardly truncate any case being handled by the DSS. It's very extremely difficult to bribe the DSS. I don't know much about so many state commands, but I'm very sure that Imo State, you cannot bribe the DSS in Imo State. Lagos State, you cannot bribe the DSS in Lagos State. Abuja, you cannot bribe. You see these states, me, I know that one for sure. Immediately I made mention of it. The policeman that broadcast it to court fled up. He fled up. The bingo fled. I was telling us, hey, who they suffer? Don't be they suffer. If they listen to them, then he talked to me and said, do you know the big man that is interested in this case? I told him, F that big man, not literally anyway. But I said something to the effect. I said, F him, screw him. He can drop dead, I don't care. Then I gave him some, a glimpse into what I can do and what's up. Then he kept quiet. You ask Cassie. Shebi, don't beg Jeremiah, but ask her and I will still tell you the truth. Now, that opportunity has presented itself for Ruth and her lawyer. Somehow, Doesn't want to bring her to come and come on, guys. Who is fooling who? And they are telling us that the DSS does not handle such a case, and they can't bring, even if DSS did the case, that they will still give it to police before they bring it to court. Ask that woman in that that was on the call, and she will confirm this to you. Ask her, and she would confirm this thing to you now. I'm not joking. I am kidding you. Ask them whether these things I just said now happened in that call or not. And if they lie, we play the voice record now. Someone's lawyer. Someone's lawyer. If you are wondering why the injection will get to Jeremiah and stop, if you get to him small and stop, it could be Amos. It may be aim them. You know, go aim me or Emona. If I call him Amos, that means he's aiming at me too. Aim you people. I be na nonsense. Onye kana body. Onye kana kori. Now who did they tell this rubbish? Because this is my profession, and loyalty you there. Lawyers scatter that to your mouth, and the way these people believe that they can actually fool everyone. That's just it for me. You know, peeing on my head and telling me it's raining. That the DSS cannot handle this case. Is the only case of, it's okay. Let's say he is not getting paid. For him to not know that the DSS can handle this case, hasn't that disqualified him as a competent lawyer? Hasn't that disqualified him as a competent lawyer? Who are they telling? And he come there, this and let him, you know, he's the lawyer, he's the prophet, prophet waiting. You know, this may be the result of those days when they say you pay 200,000 naira before you get admitted into any school's law faculty. This could be the people that paid. Okay, let's assume probably he didn't receive money, but he is too incompetent to handle this. And if he doesn't know that this is his best opportunity to beat Jeremiah blue, black, and red, orange, then he shouldn't be anywhere near a courtroom, let alone representing someone in such a high profile, on such a high profile case. Okay? On such a high profile case. This is a green snake in green grass from what I'm seeing. From what I am seeing, this thing no pure. It no pure at all. Quote me anywhere. Now is my word against the lawyer. The lawyer says the DSS cannot handle this case. Me, I say DSS is qualified under the law to handle this. Okay, let them go and verify first. When they verified, we know who is wrong and who is right. Whoever is wrong should leave this case. Okay? All right? Whoever is wrong should leave the case. Someone say it's only in Nigeria that a lawyer will be working against his or her client. It's a lie. It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Once you're a compromised lawyer, your own is finished. It happens everywhere, even in the USA. Even in the USA. Mike Flynn, Trump's national security advisor, it was his own lawyer. He didn't know that that lawyer worked with a recorder under one firm and the CIA. So they worked. Lawyers work against clients. Okay? Okay? Are you understanding me? One bingo here said, Ijele, you killed Ifan in your first PA. You think you go for you wouldn't be a Jofo right now. Ask him, he's not panicking. thunder go soon fire am. He go come explain am well. He go come explain am well. Okay, somebody said the lawyer is working for Papa J. You said it all. I didn't say he's working for. I said he could be working for him because he's behaving like someone that is working against you. If it works like a dog, quacks like a dog, is probably a dog. I will go out on a limb and say it is definitely a dog. It is definitely, hold on. Let me block one Ozu. Are you getting me? I am not saying he is working against Ruth, but his statements and body language points that he may be working against Ruth. He can meet me in court. Let's settle that one too. And I will defend myself. Okay? So my people, thank you so much for the small time we have spent this morning. You can go and digest what I've said so far and decide which is which. I salute you people. The best of the day, everyone.
Yeah, she's looking for her son. There's no two ways about that. But take these things. I mean, if you want to find the truth, it's like somebody who is praying to God, I want to do the will of God in marriage. And she's already in love with somebody. Do you not know that she will be afraid to even pray? Because she would be afraid that God may show her somebody else. For those that knows what the will of God in marriage is. She would be afraid that she would want God to answer her prayers according to what she has in heart. So detach yourself from whoever you think is saying the truth and whoever you think is lying. Remove hatred, remove sentiments. Don't be biased. And listen now with the mind of reasoning. And let for once, let somebody sit back and think, what is happening here? What is it that is happening here? Ijele made some striking statements. If your story is the truth, call me up anywhere, anytime, and I'm telling the truth. 20 years later, I will still tell the truth. It will not change. And no matter how vulnerable I am, my statement will remain one. It will. So, we are looking for an opportunity, and an opportunity has come from one of the government's arm or security arm that everybody dreads in this country because of the kind of things that happens around in this country. And somebody has gotten this opportunity. I mean, that is what we should celebrate, but it was turned down. Now, the narrative is being shifted back to Jeremiah. If the guy is working for Jeremiah, why not the people who enlisted him come out to ask questions? What are you doing? No, that is what we have been looking for since. Why should you turn such a thing down? So if you have listen a bit to what this woman has said and what you have been listening to, what you've been hearing, and you want to be open. Now tell me, is that lawyer looking for baby testimony? The people in their camp, are they truly looking for baby testimony? Ruth, has she not heard this? Even if they hid it from her, that they said she cannot, they don't want her to be questioned. Has she not heard about it? Why not come out and say, no, I want to talk to anybody, because this will be an opportunity for you to talk to somebody. This will be an opportunity that we have been crying. I have said that Ruth's son cannot be found on the pages of newspaper, on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and TikTok. This boy cannot be found on social media. And we have somebody on ground who has done a very nice job and gotten a person that is an opportunity that anybody will jump on. But we are here still, selling a narrative that is not kind at all. That is not true. Let me know what you think about the video, brethren. But then, I've said mine. I hope and I believe that someday testimony will be found. I believe the boy will be found. People are doing things underground. And by the grace of God, the truth will be unraveled. And by the time it is unraveled, we will completely unmask the masked. The masquerade will be laid bare, will be disorganized and be dismantled. Thank you very much. I will be seeing you in the next video. Please make your comment. Those of you that will insult me, I take it in good faith. You see, I come to understand that God, if God wants to train you about a thing, he allows that thing you don't want to come to you so that you'll be okay with it. I don't insult people, and I'm allergic to people insulting me. But God has allowed me to experience this so that it will get to the point where your insult will not mean anything to me anymore. And I'm actually getting to that point. I'm getting to that point. It will get to that point where false accusation won't mean anything to me. I'm actually getting to that point whereby you say all you want to say, I will leave it. This afternoon, I blocked somebody and my heart began to prick me. I unblocked the person. Go ahead and unleash whatever thing you have. Say anything you want to say. It doesn't shift the truth. The truth is that I may be wrong. I accept. I may be wrong in my assertion, but the things I have told you, this thing is akin to me asking somebody, let me give you an opportunity for you to address people. At least, not everyone that follows me that is following you. Address people so that we can actually shame anybody who is doubting the veracity of your story. And this person evaded it like 3 times. And somebody said, I am bitter because he, my God. People, can't we think? Can't we think? It's not about profess. It's about falsehood. And if my channel is end time truth, anything that is false must be tackled. And this falsehood connects to a church that I don't like the pastor's system. I don't hate the pastor, but I don't like what he's doing. And the fact that I don't like what he's doing does not mean that when I see that there is a narrative that is actually not clear, that doesn't mean I will say, okay, because I don't like what this man is doing, let us bring everything and heap it on him. Have I blamed Jeremiah for the disappearance of baby testimony? I have, because I've questioned. If this woman raised an alarm in your church and you were in the church, what did you do at least to make sure that the baby was looked for, was searched for? If you had played your role very well, people were abusing and insulting Brekete, but even Ruth herself said that Brekete tried for her, that it was Brekete that gave her every support that she needed. But according to her, that the case passed on. But not, Brekete did not hands off because that case was bigger than Brekete. Brekete hands off because of the certain things that others have seen, that you have also seen, but you are not wanting to accept the truth. You just want it to be swept under the carpet. If an injury, a wound must be cured, you must clean it and bear the pain of, in the process of the cleansing. You must clean it in order to apply medication, and it will stay. If you just come on the surface and treat it on the surface, even when it has caked, there will not be deep healing. So you go to the person that is treating you, allow them to wash off the surface, and medication will be applied. Then it will stay. It will begin to heal. That is what we're saying. I will see you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom. Thank you very much.